The insurance charities, a benevolent fund, you probably know in this country, we have probably the greatest sector, the charity sector across the world. So many people working hard to support people, whether it's because of a particular illness, whether it's because of a particular life event, or because of the nature of your employment. We are so rich in this country of people really looking to support others. And I think I'm just here really for that, to say that, you know, in the insurance industry, we've been helping people financially who've found themselves in a difficult place. And now we want to try and build in some practical support. We're looking to partner with organisations who have really specialist skills and knowledge, which we certainly don't have, but which we want to be able to tap into. First of all, to offer to the people who we are helping already, but also to the industries that we represent. And it is so inspirational to be here today, just to see what the potential is. As I say, we've been in existence for 100 years, doing a lot of good work, I think. But there's so much more we can be doing. When a family comes to us with an autistic child and they want help with their ABA therapy and we pay for it, that's great. But it's not always enough. We still need to do more. We need to support that child as it gets older, perhaps doesn't want to look different from his peers. So we need to tailor what we're doing so that that family really feels supported. I was saying to somebody I was speaking to earlier on, so many of our families disintegrate. They have a special needs child, they have something that comes along and the family splinters because the pressures are so great. And we who are in a privileged position of greater strength, we need to be there to support people. And so, you know, we commit our industry charity to do all we can to get the word out about what might be out there for people with autism, those on the Asperger's syndrome, the spectrum. We've come across people fairly recently who've been working for a long time. And then life's events come along, and actually that's when they're diagnosed as having Asperger's. They knew something for a long time, but nobody really gave them a name. And now they need to be able to be supported as they move forward with a name for something they knew was there, but they didn't really know what it was. So we want to work, particularly over the year ahead, with John and his team, so that we can reach out to insurance employers so that they're able to support better people who are working for them, who either have an autistic child or who themselves are on the spectrum and who need specialist support in the workplace, or even just adjustments they might need to make so that that person can be better supported at home. If you're a parent, you know sometimes everything doesn't go to plan. Your care arrangements or whatever don't quite go to plan. If you've got a child with special needs, there's more opportunity for those plans to go wrong. And we need to, as a compassionate society, we need to have in place things that can be adjusted to allow for those situations. And then we have more dedicated employees. Then we have people who are really committed to our companies to train. All the money we put into training can be lost like that. And it's such a waste. We have to do more. My brother, by coincidence, sent me this book. Now, those of you you've probably all seen this, but this is about a chap, Randy Lewis, who took to America. In America, he set up 1/3 of the employees in their company were going to be disabled in some way. And, you know, to start off with, the company thought this is a crazy idea. But when they looked at what actually could be done in their organisation, as you said, right across the spectrum, certain jobs that actually could be given quite easily to somebody who's got special needs as well as to somebody who hasn't. And it revolutionised the way this company worked. And I'm just devouring this book. But again, it had that statistic. How few people with autism or with Asperger's actually get employment. That's wrong. We have to change that. We have to change that. People can do a good job, you know, regardless. Small adjustments by employers, that's all that's sometimes needed. And so alongside working with John, we're going to hopefully have a forum for our insurance industry, just saying to people, look what could be done in our industry. And if it can be done in our industry, it can be done across the spectrum, can't it? Everywhere. There's no reason why people should be excluded. And I think you're right, whoever said it. Sometimes it's actually our way of thinking that needs to be adjusted, isn't it? We kind of can adjust what we say, how we react to people, rather than get the straight reaction. And actually, that's only learned behaviour on our behalf. And sometimes it's actually false behaviour, isn't it? We need sometimes to see what the real behaviour is and have a society that can actually accommodate that and welcome that, so we are inclusive. So thank you. I do apologise, I haven't brought very much knowledge to the party, but I hope that you can see in the insurance industry we really will be working to see what we can do to change the situation and to follow the example. Goldman Sachs, that's fantastic. I don't think people could ever see what a difference that's really made to family life, to the individuals, but then there's so much knock-on, isn't there, across society. So thank you and well done, John.